IX Mike is going to be on the Abaddon, the man, the myth, the legend, the mustache, with coL on the Spirit Breaker. Sunbee is going to be picking up the Ember Spirit, as you said. Disgusting. We'll see if he can pull it off this game. And finally, Fun is going to be leaping, pouncing, and punching with some arrows as that Marana.
Looks like there could be a rumble in the jungle. Swindles might get scouted out here.
Bungle in the jungle, and
rumble. Arrow coming in.
Say it right.
Gonna whiff, and Swindle's sitting there maybe a little bit too long, as Ember Spirit hasn't skilled anything. Level 1 Searing Chains, not able to do a whole lot, but the lockdown may be nice. Here in the bottom, Radiant just posturing up to take the bottom bounty rune, and they should secure it pretty easily. As IX Mike, you're big, but I don't think you could go in and slap down 4 Radiant heroes. That might be a little ambitious here, right before the horn. Up top,
Certainly
Swindles, what are you doing, you maniac? Going in, hanging on to the point. Looks like a rune going each way. Limp snagging it up for the Radiant, and obviously Francis getting it for the Dire.
It looks like there already was an arrow spent from Fun, probably throwing that one out before they were anywhere near position.
He went to try on the Faceless Void, but...
Yeah. Fun is going to actually get a D ward. Now, call me out of the loop if you want, but I have never expected the Observer to be there. Makes a lot of sense in hindsight, and it looks like you've got a little bit of studying from Team Freedom, knows where Complexity like to place these wards, figured it out, and went for it, but looks like IX Mike could be in a bit of trouble. The Aphotic Shield being taken off, and now Sunstrike coming through. It's gonna miss, but they look like they've got the damage, they've got the distance, the range, they'll get it! Handskin will pick up the first blood with a nice little ranged auto attack. That was surprising, but there is something about the Oracle that I was not quite expecting. But, God, what is it even called? Not False Promise, it's Fortune's End.
Here in the mid lane, hold on here as Francis gonna be taken down. Limp gonna be taking charge here from coL, and it looks like that might be enough to do some damage, but Limp gonna be scooting back under tower. A couple more auto attacks should do. Iron Creeps gonna be de-aggroed, and now coL, he's hunting. Not gonna find anything just yet, so Limp gonna be salving himself up back to full health. Easy kill there for Complexity, and that's gonna be a 2-0 in favor of them. IX Mike playing aggressive here, but against 3 range, I don't think he might be able to pull it off this time.
And once again, that Fortune's End is giving him a hard time, and I didn't see that at first, but it makes a lot of sense that the Fortune's End would be very good against the Abaddon. Now, I'm not quite sure if it dispelled Aphotic Shield or not. Don't know for certain, because I didn't think Aphotic Shield could be dispelled, but I know it did stop him, and it did take it off, maybe through either dispelling it or damage. I gotta check that actually, make sure what
we got some damage here as Handskin might be going down. There's a hasted Spirit Breaker. He's gonna let him off with a warning. Z-Freak following up. And in the mid lane, Limp might be in some trouble. Again, hasted Spirit Breaker, not something you want to tangle with. No bash being gunned. Oh, arrow from the Marana off the mark, and now Limp turning and just hitting up a little bit of damage there onto the Space Cow.
If he was level 2, there'd probably be 2 kills already happening here. But the fact that he's still level 1, did not have, or now he's level 2, but he didn't have the bash in either of those 2. That's why he didn't go on the bottom lane by the Baroon once he got the haste. But the fact that he didn't get it before he went into the mid was a massive problem there. And that'll give up a potential for a kill for Team Freedom. Not something they want. They want to be able to at least counter a couple of these kills, but it looks like they're going to have to play the patient game right now and just let it happen organically. Wait for Complexity to make a mistake, but meanwhile, it doesn't seem like Complexity are a team that really make many mistakes. Though there is going to be a charge coming into the mid. Looks like they want to bring down Limp, but the chance to do so is low. We'll see. One raise will connect. The charge, though, it does end up connecting.
There is a greater, bash chance there, and now it looks like Sunstrike off the mark. Limp just kind of sitting on his own. This guy is so survivable now. He has a kill to his name. He's doing all right in terms of last hits. He's second on the chart. And in terms of net worth, he's actually number 1. Witch Doctor gonna be taken out by a neutral creep, and I'm not sure if that was a deny or just a free trip back to the well, but Limp gets pick off in the mid, might get punished here, as there's a 17% bash chance, and Limp, one more tower shot should do it. They need one more hit. Limp, are you really going to get out with this one? It looks like yes, and down bottom, IX Mike falls once again. It is 4-0. Favor of Complexity. This is a fantastic start here for the Radiant team. This could be a 2-0 sweep for the major tiebreaker.
I swear before this game, Complexity were like, hey guys, how can we screw up the casters as much as possible? That's exactly it. They bait action in one side of the map, Then a kill happens in another, and then that ends up baiting another kill in another lane, and oh boy, it's just a recipe for disaster. Speaking of, Swindles might be Team Freedom's first kill here, but he's going to time walk up to the north, and he'll get away from this. Not enough mana for Searing Chains, even though he does have an enchanted mango to eat if he found it, but looks like they're just going to let it go. Not quite what they want, but at the same time, killing a Void is such a hard task now with his time walk. It's almost an effort in futility. Meanwhile, IX Mike's been having a tough time, and once again, I can't get an accurate read on whether Fortune's End gets rid of a Photic Shield, because that time it looked like the damage chewed through it. So
I want to say it's just the damage blast that takes out the shield every time.
I do too, because
again,
I didn't think you could just...
I'm not sure the interaction. We're on a 5-minute delay, but if you want to tweet me the answer, I will read it off on stream. Here we're going to see some chase down onto IX Mike, and looks like Hanskin trying to go in. Another Fortune's End. My god, that guy is just so frustrated, bringing in fun on the Mirana just to try to keep him alive, keep an XP range, because currently he's getting almost nothing. His net worth is pretty low compared to what he usually gets. He's usually in the off lane, charging in, making things happen, constantly going for creeps, not caring what harass he takes, but he has to play a safer game.
Okay, so a Photic Shield can be dispelled, so it looks like it is dispelling.
Looks like it's gonna be going down. IX Mike gonna be killed by the Oracle. So getting revenge there, and now Hanskin taking some tower shots. Going to be okay, but in the mid lane, it looks like Viper brings down the Shadow Fiend. Probably going to be going down here as well. If the Spirit Breaker can connect the bash, and it looks like just a right click will do it. So Viper goes in, gets a kill, but does die. I think that's still an overall favor trade for Complexity.
Yeah, that shouldn't have happened. The Viper definitely could have gotten that kill without dying there. He let Kiko chase him and get close to him, and I think the charge didn't have enough mana for it, so he definitely could have just kept, kiting him out, turning around, throwing an attack, walking a little bit forward, got greedy that time, threw 2 attacks, and that's what sealed his fate. So he's got to be a little more careful.
Witch
Meanwhile,
Doctor, what were you doing there?
Hanskin, what?
Is that the second time he's died to neutrals?
Yeah, I don't even know what the case around the first time was, but there's no one around to kill him.
I wasn't watching that real close. Maybe he just wanted a free trip back to coL. He bought out, had a TP, and...
Telling you, they have it in for us. They want to screw us up.
I don't know if they're that vindictive. It's NA Dota, but gotta have some chill down here. Sorry, up here in the top lane. Sunbee gonna be doing a fantastic job farming. Second on the net worth chart. Just keeping himself hitting those creeps. Definitely gonna be going, Oh, there we go. First chrono of the game. There's going to be a Sunstrike here by the Invoker, and now it looks like Sunbee will be going down killing spree for the Oracle. That's going to be some nice net worth in favor of that usually very poor support.
Complexity, they heard us praising Sunbee, and they went for the kill. I'm telling you, it's a conspiracy right now.
Yeah. Well, either way, IX Mike finally getting up to the creep wave, getting that harass he wants as he knows Oracle is otherwise occupied. This is more like him, just going up there in the wave, not caring what Chessie's doing. Although Chessie... he's a little bit angry. He's third on the net worth chart. Going to be going for that Midas, and he's not too far off. So going to be very well timed there for the Invoker on top of boots and a magic wand.
Well, the top 3 net worth are being taken by Complexity, so this is a lot more extreme of a situation that happened
bottom
in
lane,
the last.
Chessie gonna be between a rock and a hard place, getting surrounded on all sides. I think that's a dead Invoker. There's gonna be a Remnant in. There's a charge. Looks like they're gonna go in. They've got dust. They prepared for everything. And easy kill on the Invoker, but that is gonna occupy 4 dire heroes, and
it's worth it.
It's absolutely worth it, but here Limp is able just to secure even more net worth. He is just absolutely rocketing out on the top of the chart.
Yeah, but that sent Chessie down to the 4th position, with Swindles now taking the second on total net worth.
What are you doing there? He's trying to keep himself alive, but it looks like the illusions actually end Oracle's killing spree. That's how the 431 gold go in the way of the Shadow Fiend, and now it looks like the arrow gonna be off the mark. Voodoo Restoration keeping Viper nice and healthy. Sunbee could be going down again. There's gonna be a Sunstrike here onto Kiko. It does connect. Hanskin, do you have the damage? And Limp's gonna go in. He's gonna dive this one deep. Gets the kill on the Spirit Breaker, but gets Searing Chains up under tower. Limp in some trouble. He's doing his best to heal it. Now there's going to be a turn onto Sunbee. Is there a remnant for him to get away? Limp getting stunned up by a Mirana arrow. Limp, are you going to do it? There's the mechanism. Looks like Ember Spirit gets killed. There's also going to be the Mirana taken out, so it's going to be a 3-0. Complexity. They might be running away with the game.
Yep, and top, Francis almost getting hit by the Sunstrike, but he's still going to maybe go down to Swindles. No, he's able to fog him out. Now Keek goes up, will turn around, get the charge off. The damage is out. The bash will connect. He's got a Chronosphere if he needs to spend it. It looks like he wants to wait as long as possible, and that's going to pay off because Team Freedom, they let him go, well, I won't say unscathed, but he heals back up to certainly give off that illusion. However, looks like fun. He's waiting, trying to line up the arrow, but the rest of Team Freedom have backed off. So Complexity looks like will not lose their Void this day, but it came pretty close.
Yeah, this is getting a little bit nasty. We're going to see a rotation here into Radiant Jungle. Oracle and Invoker definitely have some kill power. Are they going to try to initiate here? Sunbee, they want to punish him as much as possible, making sure he's not able to scrap together any net worth for his items. And it looks like there's going to be some harass onto IX Mike. That guy's been having the toughest time, but he does have his ult now, so that borrowed time going to be a little bit harder for him to get focused down.
Yep, but they will charge down here. I'm not quite sure this is a fight they want to take, but they're going to go for it anyway.
Looks like Deafening Blast coming out from Chessie. Charge connects onto Z-Freak. Tower goes down up top. Meanwhile, Chessie going in. Gonna be taking an arrow to the face. This is a much-needed kill on the Invoker. If they can secure it, they are gonna grab that nice and quick. And now this looks like the Tier 1 tower could go down in favor of Team Freedom. Spirit Breaker obviously making himself useful there. And his YOLO charges are starting to pay off.
But in the same time, Swindles was able to bring down a Tier 1 of his own. Once again, reaching up to the top or near the top of the net worth. But
Hanskin.
Oh.
You're in a heap of trouble here. You know that Francis is right on top of you, right? There's Z-Freak, though, so maybe this isn't the best idea, but it looks like Shadow Fiend gonna reveal. Going for the early kill, a little bit of split target syndrome as Hanskin. Can he live with this one as Link comes in with the mechanism? This is going horribly for Team Freedom. This is not the initiate they wanted. Arrow's gonna fly, doesn't connect on anyone here. Shadow Fiend probably gonna get away with his life, but my goodness, they certainly did not secure their target in that one.
Oh boy. I mean, Francis, he is definitely a good Shadow Fiend player, but it seemed like nerves may have gotten the best of him because he went for a raise to get that kill on Z-Freak and canceled it or missed it or something, but the end result was that Z-Freak had plenty of time to cast, not Fortune's End, Faith Edict maybe?
I don't know, Oracle
I mean, you
spells,
can't
they're
take...
stupid anyway.
Yeah, you can't take spell damage. So the raise actually did no damage to him, and he didn't die. So, of course, the result, they probably still would have died there. Someone would have died there on his own team because the rotations were spot on from Complexity, but they could have at the very least traded that one, and they don't even get that. They'll now drop 11-4, and oh, it looks like they're going to lose Kiko.
Alright, yeah, Kiko gonna be an easy kill here. I just got word from a stats person that Fortune's End does dispel a Photic Shield, so thank you for that. So that's gonna be...
Yeah, I read the wiki when I said it too, so...
So yeah, thank you Latrodectus, resident stats person, for helping us out. And now, Chessie, here in the bottom lane, just securing more farms, sitting 4th on the net worth chart. Definitely not the absolutely dominating Invoker we saw game 1, but the Midas gonna help him keep climbing that chart.
Yeah, and just to go back to that, that's one of those cases of, like, heroes we don't see all that often that are now erupting out into the scene with spells that are just so awkward to get used to. Like, Oracle, I've been playing Dota and casting for a while now, and I still don't remember the names of his spells because they're just so counterintuitive. Like, Fortune's End, Fate's Edict, False Promise, Purifying Flames.
Purifying Flames
yeah.
A little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
It's like, you know, you purify, you heal, you give them some
and
rejuvenation.
Maybe False Promise, because that, like, gives a little bit of an idea of what it does, but the
but
rest
in
of
terms
them,
like... Time Walk, Void literally walks through the time.
Yeah,
and,
exactly.
Let's pick some other
Or
music.
Sunstrike. It's
I think
a
Charge
strike
is pretty
from Sun.
sensitive. Speaking of Charge, we are going to see it up here on the top lane. I think that's a dead Void. He's got the Time Walk, he's got the Chrono. Looks like he's going to Time Walk off some damage, but a Bash going to come through there, and we're going to see the Spirit Breaker ult committed as well. Swindles gets the Chrono down before he dies. My god, there's no follow-up from that.
And fun. He just walks right into it. He's like, he feels left out. Two people were in it, so, you know, peer pressure, just decides, guys, he's dead, I'm going to join you. And
a little bit of a fun time right there. IX Mike here in the mid lane, shield to show himself off. Z-Freak gonna go in, might not want to walk into this one as you're gonna walk into Pony Boy. Z-Freak going in, they're gonna be using that Oh, okay, there's an arrow. It's going to be off the mark. Z-Freak going in, pops the ultimate on himself. Wanted to make sure he gets out alive. I don't think we're going to see Z-Freak coming out alive.
It's close. No, yes, he's alive.
Oh, he's alive, and now IX Mike might actually be in some trouble here. His ultimate's popped, and now there's going to be a Radiant rotation. Sunby getting very, very low. He does end up going down. Handskin is amazing here, and now Sunstrike gonna be coming through. Oracle gets the kill. They don't even need the Sunstrike. Once again, Team Freedom's initiation did not pay off for them. In fact, it got pretty yucky. They lose the Ember Spirit once again. That is his third death of the game, and Spirit Breaker going down for the fourth time. This is probably going to be a tier 2 tower as well. Complexity, if they're given an inch and they're taking a mile right here, looking at the net worth and gold charts, it is heavily in favor of Complexity at only 14 minutes in the game.
Righto, and I mean, that case, false promise, you're supposed to be able to look at it and see from the glowy thing on top of him whether he lives or dies. And it's supposed to be, if you see any green, he's gonna live. But the issue with it is that it's all orange, so sometimes the green is impossible to see. And I don't know, I didn't see any green that time, which is why I said it was close, but it ended up being more than enough HP to survive. So it's awkward. It's really awkward to try to read that one. But in the meantime, Francis, this is a really interesting play. It doesn't seem like Limp has any idea this is going on, and rightfully so. He's gonna just take a free Roshan without anyone contesting him. Solo experience, well, not solo gold, but I mean, getting a full level 11 is amazing. Level 11 is one of the hardest levels, or level 12 rather, is one of the hardest levels to get. So, mid lane though, IX Mike taking a bit of damage, will pop into the the borrowed time. Damn it!
All right, team fight dispels. You're all good.
Yeah,
pressure's off.
I swear
we've got
to God.
funky spells names going. Fine, don't worry about it. Shake it off. Move on. Either way, in the top lane, we've got Hanskin. This guy is absolutely a monster, having super high kill participation, 2, 2, and 9. His wards have been certainly doing enough. His Voodoo Restoration, keeping his teammates alive in a fantastic way, but he could get punished here. Hanskin, you might be a little out of position. Sunby, he's hunting. He wants a second kill of the game, want to make up for those unfortunate 3 deaths, and now going to be taking a Searing Chains into an arrow. That just chunks down the Witch Doctor. I don't think he's getting out of that one alive. And down here in the bottom, we could see in here. Void, you've got your chrono up, but there's going to be a Moonlight Shadow committed, and wanting to secure that they don't lose anything else here.
Yeah, but Kiko, it looks like he's hunting out. I think he wants to try to find something. I mean, he's a Spirit Breaker. You understand that he definitely wants to try to find a kill, but in the end, there's going to be nothing for him. And once again, just another blow to Team Freedom. They can't seem to find a kill. They can't be aggressive. And even though this game, they do have, and we talked about in the draft, plenty more ways to kind of carry this one into the later portions of the game, they're running into an issue where their power window, which is around the 10 to 15 minute mark, is over. So now they got to wait in the trench until their next kind of power curve starts to hit. And being behind after your first one is a major blow to the lineup.
Yeah, absolutely. We are going to see a smoke here from the Dire. It looks like they want to go in. They want to find Oracle. Z-Freak, you're in some trouble here. Does have the ultimate to spend, and oh, not even going to commit to that as a giant here. Nether Strike is going to finish off the Oracle. That guy is super squishy. He helps his teammates live, but he can't really survive on his own for much longer.
Although it looks like Team Freedom will kind of occupy Complexity's jungle. A big maneuver. They still have the Aegis, and I think they're mostly just, you know, trying to employ the Aegis, take as much advantage from it as possible. But taking a team fight is such risky a business, because if you lose the Shadow Fiend, he's pretty squishy, so it's not that hard to lose him. It's going to be a quick and easy second kill to follow up. Meanwhile, looks like Sunby could be in a bit of trouble. He has a Remnant away if he needs it, but Hanskin, he's just kind of forcing him away. Now they've got multiple rotations. Can they chain up perfectly? They get it! Not a chance to even try to get away. Oh man, that was way too aggressive.
So strong right there. Yule's going to be completed on Invoker. That's a nice pickup. Certainly secures them the kill this time. And just Ember Spirit having such a tough time getting useful. He's going to be 6th on the net worth chart. Not where you want to see your Ember Spirit at 18 minutes in the game. Yep. It looks like it's all going to be on Shadow Fiend's shoulders, and I don't know if he's able to do this for his team.
Francis is certainly a capable player,
Oh,
but
hold on,
Swindles,
Swindles in some trouble. Gonna be trying to leap away some of the damage. IX Mike popping the borrowed time, maybe a little bit early there. There's a chrono. Hanskin has the death ward. It looks like that's gonna be the play. Going in on IX Mike Sunstrike to absolutely secure the kill, spoon feeding it to Chessie. And now Swindles just going in for the farm. Kiko not wanting to take this engage for once.
it's like Mystic Flare for
I
global.
eat my words. Going in onto Swindles, there's a charge committed. He does now have mana for the Nether Strike if he wants to use it, and I think that's going to be the play. Teasing it out. Swindle's going to be able to time walk away very shortly, but here, Sunby going in. He's Sleight of Fist up again pretty shortly. He's got the Searing Shades. Who does he want to lock down? Looks like Z-Freak trying to keep himself healthy here. Sunstrike going to be way off the mark, but now Hanskin in some trouble as Shadow Fiend's here. He's dishing out the damage. No one to go down just yet, but oh, Shadow Fiend takes the Witch Doctor. Z-Freak looks like he's going to go down. Sunbee's falling as well, though. Looks like Mechanism being committed. They want to take down Francis. They're going to pop his H's. Do the Radiant Heroes stick around? They've got a Swindles. They've got a Limp. Can they make it happen? It looks like the poison damage is going to be a ton, but on the back line, Chessie gets a kill on the Mirana. She is having a tough time, but here, Deafening Blast into the meatball. My goodness, Chessie, that Invoker is straight up nasty. Oh man, 4, 2, and 6 on the Invoker, and that's doing really, really nice.
I mean, that's the combo. Yule Scepter, Sunstrike, Deafening, and Meatball. That's been the thing for Invoker for a long time now. It's always what you try to aspire to get. And now that he's got it down, I mean, there's nothing really stopping him. Getting a quick kill like that is super simple. But Kiko's going to come in, maybe try to turn this one around. He'll turn in Yule's, which is definitely the play he needs to make there. And now a couple of Viper Illusions will come in, maybe secure his escape. But IX Mike is going to run into two pretty low heroes, exactly what he wants. That's to say, if he can follow up, and he will with the Mist Coil, will get the kill on to Chessie. A quick, cool 900 gold will be deposited into his bank account, almost like winning the lottery in a game like this, being so far behind, all of a sudden getting that surge. But they need more. They need to keep doing things like that. Maybe they can on the Hanskin as they come in with the charge, though. And comes a Fate's Edict, maybe? I don't know. Oh, Hanskin, he's being hit by the Fortune's, no, the False Promise. Ah!
Oracle
You will survive through this one, though,
like
just barely.
Might be getting out alive here. There's going to be a remnant in from the Ember Spirit. He's angry and he wants blood, but oh, Chrono committed. Swindle's trying to do what he can. Does connect onto Sunbee. Looks like Sunbee going to be the first one going down here, as now follows suit is the Spirit Breaker. They lose the Invoker. He's going to be coming up very, very shortly. There's going to be another mech up from the Radiant. Mineski, I think you're going down here. A couple more right clicks to secure it, but Swindles is not fast enough. That's going to be a hasted Shadow Fiend, but oh, Sunstrike just off the mark. Mist Oil from IX Mike, keeping this guy up nice and healthy. He's got the lifesteal. He's going to go back into the jungle, heal up to full health. Overall, Complexity rolled in a marvelous way.
Yep, and that was the Fortune's End giving him the heal, or the Purifying Flame, sorry, giving him the heal. Okay, so Oracle is really giving me a hard time. You can...
A struggle, Ted.
Yeah, and it happened the last time it was picked. Like, I've casted 3 games of Oracle, and I definitely... something I gotta go back and practice once again, because it happened to me... God, I'm trying to remember the other hero that gave me a really hard time when he first came out.
Terrible.
I guess it doesn't matter now, but really, it's one of those things that, yeah, it takes so much practice to get it down, but I'll see if I get it better as the game progresses. Hopefully we have a 60-minute game, so I'll have plenty of time to practice, but...
Oh, that's some wishful thinking there. Taking a look at the global net worth and XP charts, I don't think we're going to see a 60-minute game, as this has been a nice, clean slope in favor of Complexity. I think they've got this one.
I don't know. I won't count Team Freedom out just yet. Maybe if they can get this kill on Swindles, which it looks like they're capable of, they'll follow up with the arrow.
He's got a time walk if he can get it off, but now Mist Coil coming in. He's going to take off some of that damage. Going to be popping the time dilation, but IX Mike, he is a relentless one. Going to be going in. There's another time walk available. Again, a super low cooldown on an absolute BS spell, but I digress. We're going to see a clean initiation. Faceless Void gets out just fine. And no one going down just yet. This is a very tense game here, as if Complexity take this, they take the series 2-0, and that's certainly not what Team Freedom are looking for.
Well, if I were to take a guess, because I haven't looked at the standings yet, but Complexity has got to be near the top. Like, this team has shown so much dominance, and they've got a lineup that's incredibly powerful too. So I wouldn't be surprised if they were to make it all the way.
Chessie going in, making it happen. There's the deafening blast. There's the meteor. Gonna be another Yule's up from the Shadow Fiend, and now it looks like there's gonna be a Moonlight Shadow committed. Is there vision here from the Radiant? Looks like they don't even need it. They're gonna go in with the Chrono. IX Mike, he's got the borrow time. They are gonna pop that off for him. Limp gonna be going in. They're trying to make this Moonlight Shadow expire, and they are gonna catch it out. IX Mike, first to fall. Now, Piranha playing a dangerous game here. They're going to watch the Radiant go into the Roche pit, and I think there's very little the Dire are going to be able to do about it. Maybe the off chance an arrow hits and snipes someone down, but other than that, should be a free second Roshan. Going to be picking up one of the Forge Spirits, and it's going to be it.
Fun. Don't do it. I know you want to. They're going to come out with the Fortune's End, though. Maybe try to catch him out. They also go with the Purifying Flames, but it looks like a little bit of a missed timing as he's able to heal right back up. Huh? I got both spells. Huh?
Very
Good.
nice, Ted.
Thank you. Z-Freak's gonna make Oh, I'm so sorry. Z-Freak's gonna make his way into the mid lane, but the charge coming out, this is not a charge you want to complete, and he won't. But we talked about the lead that Complexity have, and this is super scary for Team Freedom. One of those things that you go back and look, actually playing the game, you definitely feel it if you're in this position. You know just what you're incapable of and what you are capable of, and looks like they want to try to bring down Swindles again. They're all grouping up, or at least have their eyes toward that lane, but so far every attempt has been unsuccessful, so it looks like they will take a step back and maybe try to defend. A little bit of creep cutting to try to stop the pushes, but in the end, Complexity, again, they're the shot callers this time around, and Team Freedom looks like have to play on their watch.
Yeah, we're going to see a tower go down here up top. Void getting the deny, and now it looks like he could be in some trouble here as Maneski Fangate. Oh my god, did you see that? Oh my god, that time walk. It channeled out all of the damage, and now Dire, they're forced to get back here. IX Mike popping that borrowed time here on the high ground. Tower's very, very low, and looks like it's the way of Limp. They want to go for full racks here, and I don't think they're going to get punished for doing so. Complexity, they're going to take down some probably around 25, 26-minute racks. Looks like Sunbee has something to say about it. Going in with a nice sleight of fist, but not able to secure the damage. Another strike trying to come out for the Spirit Breaker. Decides better against it as Chessie, still very healthy. Nice full of mana and just going in. IX Mike getting chunked down. Gonna be taking the Viper Strike. This guy's got no borrowed time. Just gonna be splatting down onto the ground. Oracle is such a nice pickup up against the Abaddon. The Freak keeping everyone super, super healthy here on the pack lines. We have a Moonlight Shadow Fiend, but I don't think he's gonna be getting very secure. And now he's gonna get dodging the tornado. Walking back in the jungle, but Radiant still healthy. We're gonna see Viper going in, getting down these little towers, just securing more and more gold for himself. Along with two other Radiant heroes are on the top of the net worth chart. This breakdown is kind of dirty, and yeah, again, looking at the golden XP charts, Slope is not stopping. Complexity are running away with this game. They're just going to go for the GG push. They're going in on the tier 4s. Screw the rest of the racks. They want to finish this Limp. You might be taking more than you can chew. There's going to be a Chrono coming in, connects on 2. Limp might be going down here, and it looks like he will just take the damage from the fountain, and now Spirit Breaker following suit. Sunbee still dead for another 50 seconds. Radiant are relatively healthy, but they're trying to push their advantage perhaps a little too much. Swindles, I don't think you're tanky enough just to solo 1v1 IX Mike. He's in, and he's got the borrowed time as well. You madman TPing back to base, and there's nothing there to cancel it so far. I think Radiant maybe getting a little too playful. They're gonna leave Hamskin in the base. He's gonna get used up by the Shadow Fiend. They're gonna commit the Requiem of Souls just to pop that guy. Alright. Freedom desperately grasping at what they can get, and they do manage to get 2 pickoffs, but...
Oh, come on,
there's some BM all chat. Francis, you little spotty dog.
Well, at least there's a little bit of playful maneuver here. Fortune's End going to come out onto IX Mike, and there's not a whole lot. Looks like he wants to nuke with the flames, but he's going to hold off for now. Meanwhile, Kiko's going to come in. Z-Freak will hit himself with the Fate's Edict. That's going to help him out for a little bit of time, but that will eventually end. Now in with the False Promise. Do they have enough to help him? He's going to Chrono behind him, and the False Promise will give him enough to escape as Fun gets Chronosphere down and will be brought to justice. But wait! Z-Freak, he actually goes down. I guess the False Promise was not quite enough. Didn't spend enough time in the fountain, but IX Mike, well, he'll be the collateral for it as they turn around on the Sunbee. Yule's up, And there is, oh wait, no, actually not going to chain off of it. Waiting, goes in for Sunbi as he tries to Remnant into him. Will Remnant again onto the high ground and then turn around. It comes out with a sleight of fist. The Sunstrike does connect even in the slowed state. He will still get it. And Team Freedom, they are 2 men short in this final defense. And it looks like, I think even you're calling it right now. The tier 4s are going down. Moonlight Shadow is up. They're going to glyph, though. Maybe extend the inevitable.
Yeah, I mean, I think they're going for the GG push. They know they have an advantage. They don't want to waste any time letting this late game. I was trying to draw that Chesley is God on the minimap. Didn't come out that way. But either way, the Ancient's under attack. Looks like Radiant. They're all just plopping here into the fountain. Chrono doesn't care that there's no aggro coming out for that. Now, Francis doing what he can. Reft comes out as he secures a kill on the Witch Doctor. Not something to be proud of there, big guy. And having a little bit of fun here before they tap out, as I don't think Team Freedom are going to be grabbing themselves a game here. And okay, this is NA Dota now. We've got all chat, trash talk. Either way, this is going to be actually Radiant Heroes getting very, very low. Viper ends up going down, but so does the Ancient, and that signals the end of the game. So overall, series goes 2-0 Complexity. Team Freedom not finding what they need here. I hope you guys enjoyed watching. It's been me and Ted casting. I'm Android. My Twitter handle is at ANNEEDROID. Feel free to leave feedback. I'm always looking to improve. If there's anything I need to do differently, please let me know. And give some love to my co-caster, Ted. You got any last words?